SST is brought to you by Stark Auto Sales, home of the ultimate worldwide scratch and dent car sale. Hey friends, I'm Rick Walker. Welcome to another edition of the SST Car Show. We have a lot of really cool stuff lined up for you today, but nothing cooler than our first feature vehicle, the all-new Lincoln Continental. The Lincoln Continental is back in a big way in all its luxurious glory. This is a big car, and from the moment we touched the protruding yet elegant door handles, we knew this was a car that was all about quiet cruising. We sank into the soft leather seats, played with the 30-way power seat control, and found just the right position. It's a comfortable car. You kind of sink into the seats, and the controls for the seats are mounted right here on the door. With a touch of the ignition switch, we were off. It didn't take much to launch us from zero to cruising mode. The twin-turbo 3-liter V6 produces 400 horsepower and tons of torque. Lincoln really hasn't forgotten anything here, though. That is one big sunroof. It's huge. Huge, huge.
Not just big, it's huge.
Yeah, it's a sizable one.
This car is well appointed in all trim levels. The leather used is high grade. It's the details that make this car stand out. The front-end styling makes some think of Bentleys. Now, we can't say the design here really makes the car stand out. It doesn't. The style is not radical or cutting edge, but then again, it really isn't meant to be. Instead, the new Continental simply commands respect. Like Cadillac, Lincoln suffers from a bit of a brand image problem right now. This car may help fix that. We take you to Nevada now, to the Gold Strike Casino just outside Las Vegas for a look at some of the coolest movie cars of all time. Every one of these things is authentic. So we just pulled over at a place called Gold Strike. It's probably a half an hour, 45 minutes outside of Las Vegas. And inside this casino, there's a fast food restaurant and a collection of movie cars. There's even an authentic, real, original Batmobile, as well as an original, authentic Back to the Future DeLorean. Come on inside, we're gonna take you on a tour. Don't go away. When we come back, we're going to show you a super van they call the Cosmic Cruiser. Don't go away.
Hi, I'm Melanie. Don't go away. There's more SST right around the corner.
Turn back the hands of time with antique Chevrolet parts. Since 1971, we've been sourcing parts from around the world to help you restore and maintain antique Chevs. Nose to tail fins, we have your parts. Call us toll free at 1-866-767-2787. Get help from a real person or go to antiquechev.com. Download a catalog, order online, delivered to your front door. Antique Chev, helping you turn back the hands of time.
Stark Auto Sales. Hundreds of insurance claim vehicles auctioned every week. Now with locations in Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa. Parts cars, rebuildable wrecks, damage-free theft recoveries. Bid in person, bid online from anywhere. Worldwide shipping. A better way to buy a car. Visit StarkAutoSales.com.
Watch movies, sports, and TV shows with no monthly fees. Get your Super Geeks Android TV box. Simply connect to your TV with the supplied HDMI cable and connect to Wi-Fi. Watch what you want when you want, on demand in high definition, even 4K. A great alternative to cable, Netflix, satellite, and video rentals. Don't settle for a smart TV. Turn your TV into a genius with a Super Geeks Android TV box. Boxes start as low as $39.99 with full warranty. Pays for itself. Select from thousands of free online shows. We even provide remote service so you'll never be without your TV. Updates itself automatically. 30-day money-back guarantee. Call 1-866-248-1490. That's 1-866-248-1490. Or order online at supergeeks.tv. That's supergeeks.tv.
Turn back the hands of time with antique Chevrolet parts. Since 1971, we've been sourcing parts from around the world to help you restore and maintain antique Chevs. Nose to tail fins, we have your parts. Call us toll free at 1-866-767-2787. Get help from a real person or go to antiquechev.com. Download a catalog, order online, delivered to your front door. Antique Chev, helping you turn back the hands of time.
Stark Auto Sales. Hundreds of insurance claim vehicles auctioned every week. Now with locations in Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa. Parts cars, rebuildable wrecks, damage-free theft recoveries. Bid in person, bid online from anywhere. Worldwide shipping. A better way to buy a car. Visit StarkAutoSales.com.
Watch movies, sports, and TV shows with no monthly fees. Get your Super Geeks Android TV box. Simply connect to your TV with the supplied HDMI cable and connect to Wi-Fi. Watch what you want when you want, on demand in high definition, even 4K. A great alternative to cable, Netflix, satellite, and video rentals. Don't settle for a smart TV. Turn your TV into a genius with a Super Geeks Android TV box. Boxes start as low as $39.99 with full warranty. Pays for itself. Select from thousands of free online shows. We even provide remote service so you'll never be without your TV. Updates itself automatically. 30-day money-back guarantee. Call 1-866-248-1490. That's 1-866-248-1490. Or order online at supergeeks.tv. That's supergeeks.tv.
Welcome back to the SST Car Show. We're going to go to London, Ontario now, to the biggest outdoor car show in all of Canada. That's where we found Ivan Bennick. He's a good friend of ours. He's been on this show before, and he brought his Cosmic Cruiser, this super long van limo thing. It's really a piece of rolling sculpture, and Ivan is an artist. He brought it to one of our dream ride days where we take people with developmental disabilities for rides in cool cars. But since then, he's done a lot of work to this thing, and he just won the George Barris Memorial Award at the Fleetwood Country Cruise Inn, and our own Jessica Kaloran conducted this interview with him, and I think you're going to be impressed, not just with the vehicle, but with the artwork on the side of it.
So I'm here with Ivan Benek, and behind us is this massive beast. So what exactly is this?
Well, this is my my little statement on the customizing world, if you will. When in the 70s, when I really got started, you just weren't cool if you weren't driving a custom van. So one year I went to the Nationals, Van Nationals that is, 6,000 vans there, and I realized that you needed a radical to get some real attention. So I sold my very first van, that went over to Sweden, and I used the money to get this started and went bananas and never stopped. And every 3 or 4 years I want to change something, but I'm now safely getting too old to make any real changes, so it's maintenance time because she's 40 years old.
So you say back in the 70s you weren't cool unless you had a custom van, and I'm assuming they were probably normal sized vans, but this thing is definitely just a bit bigger than your average van. What made you want something this big?
Well, that's another big question. Actually, no. A quick story, but we're rolling down the highway, I-75, coming to Detroit, and this guy pulls alongside of me with a big-ass limo. And he's going, hey, can you do this and that? And here's my card. On the highway, I literally gave him my phone number. The guy comes to see me. I go bananas over this limo. Next thing I know, hey, wait a minute. My van's too short. And we stretched it. And then we stretched something else. And then the next thing you know, I'm in a limo service, but not with this. So that's the short end of that one.
All right, so on the side of your van, we have got some amazing custom artwork, and to my understanding, you did this all yourself.
Yes. That was my beginning. I started in 1972, airbrushing. I actually bought the airbrush, but I was already doing artwork with a brush, you know. But anyway, in 72, when people were still spraying blow dots and stripes and flames and all that stuff, there was only one guy that I remember that was doing any kind of artwork on a car, and that was Gregor Akron in Akron, Ohio. Anyway, I said, wait a minute, I think I can do something with an airbrush, because, you know, I'm doing artwork to begin with. So I grabbed an airbrush, the next day I started painting and never stopped.
Now, to my understanding, airbrushing isn't the simplest thing, and I can see you have a lot of meticulous detail here. Now, was it a challenge to get that small, tiny, intricate detail?
Yeah, most of the time it is. It's a challenge, but it's all just a level of concentration. And simply by the fact that I started with motorcycles, which are that long, you know, you had to do your thing in 1.5, well, no, I'm 12, 14 inches, right? That was a space. Yeah. And so that's when I learned how to do detail, when I had to do somebody's motorcycle. So the next thing you know, I discovered vans, and that was easy. A lot more room, so we had fun.
So where did you find the inspiration for this particular piece on the side?
Well, this is actually my life. My automotive life is on this side. I repeated everything in my 70s style. The other side is a little more serious, but this side here is, you know, the outer space is the way I took out the front fender, made the end of the world over there where the waterfall is. You go into outer space. Well, I created that on a van from North Carolina back in '77. The other van there is in North Carolina. It's in pristine condition, 2,000 miles on it. The guy keeps it in his in his garage, brings it out once every 5 years, right? So then you got this aqueduct looking thing that's going back down into my world to the other side, right? And then of course we've got the imagery of the new car that I'm building, and that's the end. So whatever's new in my life goes on that spot. So as you see it, look at it's on it's on a sketch pad. See the rolled paper?
Oh, okay.
You see? Yep. But it's 3D. It's coming out of it's coming off my sketch pad in real life. So that's why I presented it that way. Just a little bit of surrealism.
And now a look at the interior of the all-new Corvette Grand Sport. Welcome to the cockpit of the all-new Corvette Grand Sport. You know, General Motors was criticized in the past when it came to the Corvette of having cockpits that really needed to be upgraded, and there's really no debate with regard to that. So the question is, has General Motors achieved what they set out to do? Well, here in the cockpit, the answer is yes and no. The materials in here are certainly upgraded from where they used to be in old Corvettes, and the ergonomics are overall much better. These seats feel much better than some of the old seats in the old school Corvettes. The leather is higher quality, and the seats themselves are much more supportive. The cockpit also sort of cocoons you, wraps you inside the vehicle, and provides a sense of support, which is what you want in a sports car. And if this is truly a true North American sports car, well, then that is what General Motors has set out to do. And to a great degree, they've done that. Here in the Grand Sport as well, everything is within easy reach. A lot of care and attention has been given to the ergonomics, making sure all the buttons are right at your fingertips. The shifter is right where you want it. The pedals are a good distance apart, not too close, not too far apart. So when you're pushing the clutch, it's right where you want it to be. The materials inside, to some degree, could be upgraded. For instance, this carbon fiber look on the dashboard is not really carbon fiber, it is plastic, so it has that look, but when you touch it and when you get into the tactile elements of this cockpit, it does fall a little bit short with regard to the quality of the materials. On the other hand, the dashboard itself is covered in leather and the stitching is fine. It's typical General Motors, current General Motors today. And General Motors has also improved the creature comforts inside here as well. In fact, you're going to find cup holders in here, which is something that you really didn't even find in old school Corvettes. So I have to tip my hat to GM for putting those in there, because it was something that I certainly missed on my old school Corvette. The steering wheel in this is wrapped in like a suede leather. Not my personal favorite. I think that a traditional leather-wrapped steering wheel would feel better. I don't really like the way it sort of, I don't know, it feels too soft to me. I like a more supple, traditional leather-wrapped steering wheel, but that's sort of personal preference. Digital dash, infotainment system, it's all laid out pretty well, and it wraps right around you, and the center console also sits up high, giving you that sense that you really are sitting very low to the ground in this kind of sports car. So overall, high marks in some areas, lower marks for some of the lower-end plastic materials used on this particular vehicle, vis-a-vis some of its European and maybe even Japanese competitors. But overall, you still have to say that you can't beat the Corvette when it comes to the best sports car on the market for the money. Stay with us. When we return, we will take you to the largest outdoor car show in all of Canada, the Fleetwood Country Cruise-In.
Hi, I'm Elena. Don't go away. There's more SST Car Show coming right up.
Turn back the hands of time with antique Chevrolet parts. Since 1971, we've been sourcing parts from around the world to help you restore and maintain antique Chevs. Nose to tail fins, we have your parts. Call us toll free at 1-866-767-2787. Get help from a real person, or go to antiquechev.com. Download a catalog, order online, delivered to your front door. Antique Chev, helping you turn back the hands of time.
Stark Auto Sales. Hundreds of insurance claim vehicles auctioned every week. Now with locations in Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa. Parts Cars. Rebuildable wrecks. Damage-free theft recoveries. Bid in person, bid online from anywhere. Worldwide shipping. A better way to buy a car. Visit StarkAutoSales.com.
Watch movies, sports, and TV shows with no monthly fees. Get your Super Geeks Android TV box. Simply connect to your TV with the supplied HDMI cable and connect to Wi-Fi. Watch what you want when you want, on demand in high definition, even 4K. A great alternative to cable, Netflix, satellite, and video rentals. Don't settle for a smart TV. Turn your TV into a genius with a Super Geeks Android TV box. Boxes start as low as $39.99 with full warranty. Pays for itself. Select from thousands of free online shows. We even provide remote service so you'll never be without your TV. Updates itself automatically. 30-day money-back guarantee. Call 1-866-248-1490. That's 1-866-248-1490. Or order online at supergeeks.tv. That's supergeeks.tv.
Turn back the hands of time with antique Chevrolet parts. Since 1971, we've been sourcing parts from around the world to help you restore and maintain antique Chevs. Nose to tail fins, we have your parts. Call us toll free at 1-866-767-2787. Get help from a real person or go to antiquechev.com. Download a catalog, order online, delivered to your front door. Antique Chev, helping you turn back the hands of time.
Stark Auto Sales. Hundreds of insurance claim vehicles auctioned every week. Now with locations in Toronto, Montreal, and Ottawa. Parts Cars. Rebuildable wrecks. Damage-free theft recoveries. Bid in person, bid online from anywhere. Worldwide shipping. A better way to buy a car. Visit StarkAutoSales.com.
Watch movies, sports, and TV shows with no monthly fees. Get your Super Geeks Android TV box. Simply connect to your TV with the supplied HDMI cable and connect to Wi-Fi. Watch what you want when you want, on demand in high definition, even 4K. A great alternative to cable, Netflix, satellite, and video rentals. Don't settle for a smart TV. Turn your TV into a genius with a Super Geeks Android TV box. Boxes start as low as $39.99 with full warranty. Pays for itself. Select from thousands of free online shows. We even provide remote service so you'll never be without your TV. Updates itself automatically. 30-day money-back guarantee. Call 1-866-248-1490. That's 1-866-248-1490. Or order online at supergeeks.tv. That's supergeeks.tv.
The Fleetwood Country Cruise-In is an impressive automotive event. It's great for the car hobby, great for the community in general, and it has now been in operation for well over a decade, and it is hosted every year at the Steve Plunkett Estate in London, Ontario. And Mr. Plunkett was gracious enough to grant us this interview. We are at the Fleetwood Country Cruise-In with the Cadillac of car show hosts himself, Mr. Steve Plunkett. And Steve, this year has been, in my view, an incredible success. What is it that keeps this show going year after year after year and keeps all this interest generated?
Well, part of it is a venue with the golf course and the bridges and the ponds and all that sort of thing, but I try to change it up a little bit each year with different celebrities and so on. We're celebrating 50 years of Camaro, Firebird, and Cougar this year, and we have the Dukes of Hazzard cast, and we have some different characters that we had from last time. Cooter, Ben Jones. A lot of people don't know he's a two-time state senator. I didn't know that until recently. And Enos and Cletus and Tom Sarmento, the builder of many of those 314 Dodges that they wrecked. And it's just a lot of fun. Great people.
Yeah, we did get a chance to talk to those guys. They're very cool. And just over the years, all the different celebrities that you've had attend the show, I think that has really helped cement this event's reputation as being part of the community.
Definitely. We even have Barry McGuire as our Grand Marshal this time. And this is Barry's second time coming here. He is not filming, but he's our Grand Marshal. The last time Barry was here in 2009, they actually created 3 TV shows from one taping. So it's fun to have Barry back again, and lots of other media. It's enjoyable.
Can you kind of rhyme off some of the celebrities that have been here over the years?
Oh, man. Batman, Catwoman, the Beach Boys, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, Little Anthony and the Imperials, Peter Noon and Herman's Hermits, the Association, Mitch Ryder and the Detroit Wheels, Mary Wilson from the Supremes. It just goes on and on. We've had about 20 rock and roll shows with about 25 different big name entertainers, and I had the salon is absolutely full of photographs of all the celebrities that have been here and the great times. I have such incredible memories.
And the event in that regard has really become, and it continues to be, an exercise in not only car culture, but popular culture and retro culture.
Right.
And I guess it's fair to say that's what makes it an automotive extravaganza.
That's right, like no other. I actually forgot to mention George Barris, who is now gone. George was he was my biggest supporter all the way from California. He was here every year. And Gene Winfield, bless his heart, he's going to be 90 years old in a few days. We had a bit of a birthday party for him on Friday night in the salon. And like they said, he's the youngest, the oldest teenager we know.
Well, more to come in the years ahead. I'm sure that you'll do it again next year.
Yeah, oh, all right, I will. All right.
Thank you so much, Steve.
Good,
Appreciate it. Well, friends, that's all the time we have today. So until next time, I'm Rick Walker reminding you, when you can't get to the car show, we will bring the car show to you. Catch you next time right here on the next edition of SST.
This has been a Maverick Multimedia production.